Last horse is about to move up, riders. Everyone just be ready.
Red light switched on. Valor Road got out very quickly, also away very smartly is Mervyn. He'll burn them off. Mervyn to the lead, and Indian Pacific into stride very swiftly is up there second shortly after the starters. Carberry kicks Laver Rod through on the inside. Outside of those early on, Flower of War, followed by Don't Fuss. Valor Road dropped off the speed after the start. Then Stage Man, Durandell, Man Booker well back in the field. So's Essential Spice, and she was caught out there wide last on the rail. Jericho Missile. It's the Flying Grey who leads them to the home turn. Mervyn at the top of the home straight, led by a length and a half. Indian Pacific is running second, followed by Flower of War. Over on the inside, Laver Rod, followed further back by Valor Road and Stage Man. It's Mervyn inside the 200, tackled now by Indian Pacific. Stage Man is running on strongly. Mervyn shook off Indian Pacific. Stage Man cutting them down. Indian Pacific. Stage Man go to Mervyn. Indian Pacific. Indian Pacific has docked in right on cue from Stage Man Mervyn, who battled hard. Behind them close up as well, Laver Rod, Valor Road and Essential Spice from Flower of War, Man Booker. They were followed further back by Durandell. Jericho Missile never ever got warm, and Don't Fuss has weakened to finish back with him amongst the last of them in. Indian Pacific ridden by Brad Parnham, booting home his third winner for the day, having an absolute arvo out. Brad Parnham, he's got Indian Pacific home. Did the breeze work. Stage Man was following him through, and Mervyn had kicked and really made a contest of it first up. Indian Pacific, though, has won. Mervyn has fought back on the rail and, in fact, claimed second ahead of Stage Man. 10.859 fourth in Laver Rod. 10.859 ahead a short half head. 57.40 is the time. 34.01 the sectional, and a fabulous winning return by Indian Pacific. The Zoo Star 4-year-old with his 6th win from 8 appearances, and never beaten first up in a campaign. Out of Rosarino for Nevin, Carolyn Parnham, Bobby Pearson, Billy Biggs, Santo Waliato, Graham Webster Sr., trained by Neville Parnham, and that's Neville's 5th winner in the Crawford in the last 20 years. He certainly has had a great run in the race with Malibu Style and Accelerator, Electric, Secret Remedy. Now Indian Pacific joining that roll call of Crawford winners, and a treble today for Brad Parnham. Second home, a brave Mervyn, who led them and would not lay down, by Henny Hughes out of Chancery Court, Kira Yule for Luke Fernie, and Stage Man, second last year, third this year by Written Tycoon from Best Feature, trained by Adam Durant, written by Clint Johnston Porter. It's 10.8, 5 and 9 here after the Crawford Stakes. The Crown Perth Northerly over 1400 is next at 5 after 5. Number 14 Unitime is the scratching. Brittany Taylor's joining us downstairs. Hall of Famer Neville Parnham is there with Britt, and Nev's run in the Crawford Stakes continues. His 5th winner coming in the past 2 decades.
It's a brilliant record in this race for Neville Parnham, who joins me now. Neville, we spoke pre-race. You were confident in the horse, but what about Brad's ride in those concluding stages? Because he lifted him over the line.
Yeah, he certainly did. The horse was probably running a bit on empty, and Mervyn was kicking strongly, so he had to do all the chasing, and yeah, he got every ounce out of him in the concluding stages, and yeah, excellent ride.
How do you assess that performance today?
Look, I'm pretty happy with it. You know, 1,000 metres first up probably suited him, but you know, I think he'd be better suited at 11 and 12, to be honest. But you know, from what we were trying to achieve today was sort of get him up in the rating points so that he could perhaps get into a Winterbottom, and you know, that's going to be another test for him at weight for age. But we're here to have a crack at it, and might be a good year to do so.
With that in mind, what is the pathway to the Winterbottom?
You'll only have one run. It'll be either the Colonel Reeves or the Prince of Wales, so I'll just let the dust settle and work out what's the best space between runs for him. But yeah, no, really happy with the result today, and yeah, it's been a good team effort. You know, the whole stable at back home look after him. He's a quality horse, and he gets treated likewise.
little bit of a spoilt one in the stable. You were confident, really confident pre-race. Brad said he'd be awfully hard to beat when we spoke to him earlier. What have you seen behind the scenes that suggested to you that he had taken the step from last preparation to this?
Look, he's a much bigger, stronger horse in his break that he had. It wasn't a long time, but he's really furnished out into a mature 4-year-old, and his work last Saturday morning here was second to none. So I was pretty confident, and it's been a race that's been pretty good to me. So I think that's the 6th time I've won it. So I was pretty confident leading into it. Yeah.
Can you name all the winners? Right, testing your memory.
Malibu Style was Accelerator and Secret Remedy. Electric, Bob was in that one, and rest of. Yeah.
Very well done. Well done. Good job there to remember all those. Congratulations to you, Neville. Another one in the Crawford.
Cheers, thanks.
Neville Parnham there, and Brad Parnham, that was an excellent riding exhibition. He's done it all day. That brings up his 3rd winner, and Scott's catching up with him now.
Just put it on replay, Britt. We could watch that all day. Brad Parnham in the concluding stages. Brad, did you think that Mervyn was going to give a kick like that?
No, it caught me by surprise, and I must say, halfway up the straight, I was thinking, I've been too soft on this horse. I've let it get away from me, but I really just rode my horse to keep my horse comfortable, and I didn't really worry about any other horses in the race. I wanted to let him travel the way he was going and let him go at the top of the straight and trust that he could do the job. Like you say, Mervyn obviously surprised me and he'd probably run career best run today. And I had one sort of late coming at me as well, so I probably timed the run just to perfection, but he tries hard. I think we saw it when he raced against Windstorm and Levitate that day. He really sticks his neck out when push comes to shove, and I think that really shows that he's got a bright future ahead of him.
Any reservations about him making the grade in a winter bottom? It's weight for age. It's going to be tough for him, but boy, oh boy, he seems progressive.
Yeah, he does seem progressive. He sort of handled every test that we put in front of him so far. I think he's deserved a chance to sort of go that way. He's measured up here today. It's going to be tough because obviously he's going to go up in weights and go up in distance, but he'll definitely be one of the main contenders that day. I think he's probably got a little bit of improvement left in him still. He's probably not rock hard yet, so yeah, I'm looking forward to going towards a race like that and seeing where it takes us.
Can we talk about Brad Parnham for 1 second? How close at one stage were you to thinking that maybe you'd never get back?
Oh, yeah, for sure. There was probably a good 6-month period there before I made my return where I didn't think it was going to happen. The doctors were never quite that happy with my neck and all of that. But, it was a lot of hard work and a lot of sort of rehab involved to get myself back. And, days like this, it all sort of makes it worthwhile.
Congratulations, Brad. Well done.
Thank you.
Brad Parnham there, his whole family on the fence as well, a full family affair with the victory here of Indian Pacific, and a wonderful exhibition of riding in those concluding stages because he absolutely got everything he could out of Indian Pacific. What about Mervyn finishing second? A fighting effort there to finish second there, and it's Stage Man coming in for 3rd. Sky Thoroughbred Central, it's off to a break, but don't go anywhere because the big one of the day, the Group 3 Crown Perth Northerly Stakes, is up next.
Dangerously.